Will the House please come to order and members kindly take your seats? Before I return the floor back over to the member, we just want to ensure that we are running properly. Yeah, okay. My apologies, member from East Montpelier.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Shall I start at the top? Madam Speaker, H35 updates statutes related to Vermont's Victims Assistance Program. Since the bill is offered as introduced, it is not printed in the House calendar. To find the committee report with the bill as offered, you can go to the Judiciary Committee webpage and find it under Bills in and out of committee. I will begin with some background. The Center for Crime Victim Services is a state entity established in 1991. It receives federal grants as well as state special funds based on fees and fines to support a variety of victim assistance services. For many years, this entity has funded a team of victims advocates located within our state's attorney's offices, known as the Victims Assistance Program. Your Judiciary Committee heard from the Center for Crime Victim Services that its funding decreased significantly in recent years. To solve this issue, last year, state funds for these positions were added to the state budget within the Department of State's attorneys and sheriffs to ensure the continuation of these valuable services for victims. So that oversight of the program is aligned with its funding, this bill would move the Victims Assistance Program from the Center for Crime Victim Services to the Department of State's attorneys and sheriffs. H35 also updates the statutory list of services to be provided under the program and changes the program name to the Victim Advocate Program. I will now walk you through the bill. Section 1 changes the responsibility for maintaining the Victims Assistance Program from the Center for Crime Victim Services to the Department of State's attorneys and sheriffs. The title of the program is changed from the Victims Assistance Program to Victim Advocate Program to better reflect the roles and positions of the team of people providing advocacy and support to victims. Subdivisions A1 through A3 list the responsibilities of the program. The bill makes small changes to the services offered to better reflect the current services offered by the program, which are generally more robust than when the statute was first written. The bill does remove transportation for victims from the list of services due to issues of having state employees transporting victims. Help with transportation is instead provided through Subdivision 1A, as the program provides compensation for transportation costs. Section 2 on victim advocates addresses the authority for states' attorneys to hire victim advocates and create job descriptions for these positions, reflecting what is currently happening on the ground. It also removes language that was only relevant when the advocates were employees of the Center for Crime Victim Services, but serving in the state's attorney's offices. Language removed in this section references collective bargaining agreements. Just to be clear, victim advocates are part of the Vermont State Employees Association, and this bill does nothing to impact their access to or participation in collective bargaining. Section 3 enables the act to take effect on passage. In summary, this bill aligns oversight of the victim advocates' positions with the funding to the Department of State's attorneys and sheriffs, and updates the name of the program and the list of services to be provided. The bill does not change the organizational status of the Center for Crime Victim Services. This entity will continue to receive state and federal funds and run several programs for victims, including Vermont's Victim Compensation Program and the Restitution Unit. Your Committee on Judiciary heard testimony on this bill from the organizations directly involved in the program. We heard from Legislative Counsel, the Executive Director of the Department of State's Attorneys and Sheriffs, and the Executive Director of Center for Crime Victim Services. Your Committee on Judiciary voted the bill out on a vote of 11-0-0, and the committee respectfully requests your support.
The question is, shall the bill be read a third time? Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. All those opposed, please say nay. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it, and third reading is ordered. Members, that completes the orders of the day. Are there any announcements? Member from Waterbury.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I just want to make note for members that I have a card here for anybody who would like to sign for the woman in the cafeteria who is no longer there, unfortunately. And so there's an opportunity for you to sign. There's a sheet if you need extra space, and there's an envelope if you'd like to make a contribution. Thank you very much.
The chair has two announcements. First, the following members are appointed to the Legislative Advisory Committee on the State House. The member from Springfield, Representative Emmons, the member from Heartland, Representative Bartholomew, and the member from Pittsford, Representative Shaw. Second, there is a reminder that tomorrow morning at 10:30, the House and the Senate will meet in the House chamber for a joint assembly to elect the Sergeant at Arms and 3 UVM trustees. Please arrive in the chamber before that time, so we are ready to start at 10:30 sharp. Are there any further announcements, member from Burlington?
Thank you, Speaker. Reminder to everybody that tomorrow is the week for the Climate Solutions Caucus around noon. Rather than walking over to the pavilion and feeding you, we ask that you come to the well of the House so we can take a group photo, since we don't know what time exactly tomorrow's 10:30 events will end. Thanks.
Are there any further announcements? Member from East Montpelier.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would like to welcome my father, Jim Abrams, who's sitting in the balcony, to the House chamber.
Will the guest of member from East Montpelier please rise and be recognized? Are there any further announcements? Seeing none. Member from Poultney, can you please offer us a motion to adjourn until Thursday, February 16th at 3 p.m.?
Madam Speaker, I make a motion this body stand in adjournment until Thursday, February 16th, 2023 at 3 p.m.
You have heard the motion. Are you ready for the question? If so, all those in favor, please say aye. Aye. All those opposed, please say nay. The ayes appear to have it. The ayes do have it, and this body stands in adjournment until 3 p.m. tomorrow.